Okay.
And we are live, y'all. Live and in color. We're here at episode 29. 29 episodes already, Carlos. How are we doing it?
I don't know. We're just consistent.
Man, we've been consistently throwing these episodes out here.
Yep.
Um, yep. Summertime. It's elite athletes, they're in their summer. Um, and we're bringing them on here left and right, man, for y'all. So they can come on here and Carlos is over here smelling what they cooking. He
I'm
over
just
here, he over here doing his rock impression. Give him the eyebrow, Carlos. Give him the eyebrow.
I
Give
don't
him the
think I
eyebrow.
can do that.
Oh, come on, man. You gotta be ready. Stay
I,
ready. There you go. There you go. There you go. There. Don't look like you about to fight nobody though.
no, no, no. No fighting here.
The greatness of going live, man. You never know what's gonna come out of our mouths. So, as we said, episode 29, and we have a ton of great guests coming up. But for today, our guest today is one of the top point guards in the sixth grade. He's tough and he's elite. That's why he's here. So, Carlos,
Yep.
tell everybody about this smiley face that we have on our screen today.
All right. All right. Tonight's guest is a class of 2031, 12-year-old basketball player from the state of Florida. He currently plays for a program that is sponsored by Adidas 3SSB in Florida called MBJ Elite. Has been to multiple high-level camps and showcases in Florida and in the country. So now, please welcome to the Be Ready Sports Podcast, Kameron Kelly. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, we upgraded, y'all. I told y'all it was coming.
First time
Told
ever.
y'all it was coming.
There
Y'all
we
thought
go.
I was playing.
There we go.
Yeah. And Cameron got the debut of the applause. Welcome to the show, Cameron.
Thank you.
You know, you're not the only person that we know that's in that program. We know another elite point guard that's in that same program that you're in.
Who?
You know who we talking about?
He doesn't know.
He's in the high school division. Looks just like our my co-host over here.
Kind of.
They almost look like twins.
Well, like back in the day, now it's just like I have hair and stuff, So,
Oh my gosh, why you getting all technical and weird?
but yeah, they kind of see us as twins, like in the past.
They have the same last name.
I don't think he knows. How would you just say it? I would just blurt it.
It's his little brother, Christian Rios, on the 10th grade squad.
16U squad.
16U. Yes, y'all in the same program. We should have got Christian on here, man. That'd have been dope to have a reunion for these two guys.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it next time. I'm pretty sure Cameron want to come on again, but let's let him enjoy his show. So Cameron, tell everybody a little bit about you. Why are you here?
So I'm here because I play basketball and I'm pretty good at it. It started when I was like 4 years old, because my dad was a coach, like a middle school basketball coach, and I would always used to come to his games, and I'd want to play. So he just started training me, and then when I was like 5, I started playing like rec league, and then I just kept playing. And then when I turned like, I want to say like second grade, that's when I started AAU.
Okay.
So yeah,
All right.
Shout out to Cameron, man. He's the one that gave us the most on his intro, and he telling him about it. Shout out to Cameron, man. You know, you was highly respected though. When I told everybody you was coming on, man, everybody knew who you was. So that says a lot about you, man. That you making noise on that circuit, man. Everybody know who you are. So that's what's up. They were especially when we was about to have you on the first time, and like, oh, you about to get? I got messages up the wazoo. Like, oh, you about to have Cameron on? Yeah, that kid's tough. I played him in so and so in tournament. I played him at such and such camp. Man, he tough. Look at this, that, and the third. And I was like, and you know what my response was? I know. That's why I brought him on the show. So, so shout out to Cameron. But before we get into telling everybody about yourself, we got a few topics. But before we get into topics, this is Father's Day week. You know, Father's Day week is always tough for me because I lost my father about 11 years ago. Well, longer than that, about 14 years ago. So I really do miss that man. And when they say you remember everything they taught you when they're not here anymore, that is absolutely 1000% true. Because it's different when you can't pick up the phone and call them anymore. That's when it hit home. So all y'all take care, love y'all dads while they here. Because one day you don't know when is the last time you gonna talk to him. You don't know when the last time you gonna have that phone call. You don't know when the last time he gonna fuss at you. But they all mean well. And when you get my age, you gonna remember everything they taught you. So speaking of dads, Cameron, tell your dad to come do a pop in real quick.
I he
Say,
was in
Dad,
the
get in here.
he just went into the shower, but I don't know if he's done or not.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We ain't gotta tell his business out here all on live now. We ain't gotta tell his business. Okay. We might have to edit that out, Carlos.
Yeah, I think we might have to.
They don't need to know all that. Well, when he's available, we're gonna get the shout out because Father's Day. Salute to all the fathers out there. All right. But unless you stuck under a rock, well, Cameron, you ready to get into the first hot topic?
Yeah.
All right. So unless you stuck on a rock, game 3 is tonight. So when you're finished watching this show, tune in to game 3 of Indiana and OKC, which is I think today is going to be one heck of a game. One heck of a game. As you let's catch if we just catch you guys up to speed. If you guys haven't won, wow, haven't watched it. Game 1, OKC was dominating for 47 and 59 point
Se- I don't know.
whatever. A lot of math.
Yes.
Um, they were leading that game into the last 0.3 seconds of the game, and Tyrese Halliburton hit a game winner.
Yep.
And
Strikes again.
I did some research going back. Do you know, Carlos, that Tyrese Halliburton just on this playoff, just in his short career, has the highest field goal percentage of clutch points in the fourth quarter at 85%?
Wow. He's clutch, all right. Yep, he keeps striking back to back to back. Like,
Man, that
yeah,
that's really good for somebody that's supposed to be overrated, right?
Yeah, I know he's overrated for some reason, right? I don't think he's overrated. I don't think he's overrated now. Is he?
Mm-mm. You know who's kicking themselves in the face right now, and they need to?
Who?
Sacramento.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was a part of Sacramento.
Yep, they had him and De'Aaron Fox
Yeah,
on the
but
same roster.
yeah, but they traded him for Sabonis.
I mean, I'm not mad at. I'm mad. I ain't mad, but I am mad at the same time because you never know what you got until it's gone.
Yes, true, but also it's like I feel like for Tyrese, like Sacramento wasn't like his play, like his home. Like I feel like when he got to Indiana, that was his home. Like
He made it his home.
yeah, he made his home in Indiana, and then look,
Made it his home.
he's in the NBA Finals.
And has a chance to get to win his first ring and they're gonna say if they win, it'll be the biggest upset in NBA history, which
Whoa, the biggest upset in NBA history.
that that's up for debate. That's something you can
That's
debate
a
until
huge debate. Huge.
yeah, that's a huge debate.
That's a huge debate.
Because
No way.
people say 2011 was the biggest upset in NBA history.
Yeah, 2011, or you could say 2004 when the Bad Boy Pistons they beat Kobe, the Lakers.
Hey, we're not talking about that
Probably
today.
that's up there. That's up there.
We're not talking
That's
about that
that's
today.
that's up there. But yes, I believe like in 2011 when LeBron, lost in 2011, that was probably one of the biggest upsets.
That's only because LeBron.
He struggled.
People love that. They love to hate that man.
Yeah, I know he. Yeah,
That's only, and because all that crap they were talking when they came in there. Not two, not three, not four, not five, not
yes,
six,
I
not
know.
seven. Finals loss. Shut up, Anthony.
Finals wins,
We're not
championships,
doing that.
championships.
We're not doing that. So Cameron,
Yeah.
You ready for Game 3 tonight?
Yeah.
What's your opinion so far of the finals? Like, give us your take on the finals. Like before we get your pick.
It's been pretty good because they've been neck and neck.
Well, Game 1 they were neck and neck.
Yeah, game one.
Game 2, OKC put BTA to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to The Rock for that catchphrase.
Yep. BTA.
Ooh, I need to get that from Bruce, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Yeah. No, you
sound
gotta
bite.
steal it.
So I would have just clicked it right there.
Yeah.
I guess would love that sound bite. But let's start with Indiana, Cameron. For Indiana they're at home, of course. You know, they play very well at home too. But OKC
They're a really
is
good road team.
they undefeated on the road against the East. Well, yeah, undefeated against the East. I think their only loss was to Cleveland
I
this
think
year.
so. I
I think
think
their only
so.
loss was to Cleveland this year. No, that was on the road. My bad. They're undefeated at home until Game 1. They were undefeated at home until Game 1.
Yeah, it was huge shocker. That was huge.
But they only have two losses against the East this whole season.
Impressive.
What does Indiana have to do to win Game 3?
They have to play good defense. They have to stop Shy, and they have to hustle, and they need to make the right plays on offense.
Mm-hmm. That is true. And you know what's great about this show, Cameron? I don't know if you ever watch us. I don't know if you ever talk sports with your friends and all that. You get to do all that live on a podcast.
Yeah, I know, right?
Ain't that pretty cool? Man, that is dope. Now, Carlos, I'm gonna have you take OKC. Now, OKC's on the road. I guess. So, what does OKC have to do to not fall into that Game 3 slump that they've been having all playoffs? Because remember,
Yeah,
first round, Game 3, they got blown out of the building
Well, first round they swept the Grizzlies, in the first round.
Blah 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 blah. You know what I mean. Denver.
Denver.
They beat. It was like a record-breaking loss. They got blown
Yeah.
out of the building. Then Minnesota, game three, got blown out of the building. What can OKC got to do different so they don't get blown out of the building?
And I think OKC just needs to be themselves. I think they need to be themselves. Not try and worry about on the road with all that noise in Indiana because obviously the field house will be rocking tonight in Indiana. I think Rick Carlisle said a quote like, "In 49 states, like 49 states is like
Oh
basketball,
yeah,
but
yeah. I seen that quote.
but
Yeah,
this is Indiana. Indiana basketball country. You're in the heart of basketball country in Indiana, and you already know like the whole state gonna flee to Indianapolis to watch this. So OKC just need to be themselves. I think the MVP SGA he needs to show up. He needs to show up along with J Dub, Chet, Lou Dort. All those guys needs to play well with each other, and try and make it competitive, and obviously try and win.
yep. If they got to, no, and that's a basketball state. Basketball's different.
Oh yeah,
Um, and basketball's different there. It's a whole nother world.
oh yeah,
So
yeah,
shout out to Rick Carlisle, man. He doesn't get the credit and the respect that he deserves.
yeah,
He need to be up there with the greats.
yeah.
We
Like
always talk about Phil Jackson. We always talk about Popovich. We always talk about Red Auerbach. We always talk about Pat Riley.
yeah,
But we don't. But Rick Carlisle was right up there. He's taking teams with one star and made them into contenders.
yeah. He won a finals in 2011. He won a finals in 2011, so he knows how it is to be in this situation, and he looks to do the same with Indiana. Uh, 14 years later.
Yep. But I'm gonna take you guys as picks. Who do you think is gonna win Game 3, Cameron?
Indiana.
Indiana. And what do you think the final score is gonna be?
100, 103. Wait, no. That's too low.
He said
Probably
that's
like
too low.
Too low.
probably like 112 to like 109.
Oh, so he thinks it's gonna be close. Indiana by 3. What about you, Carlos? Who you have in Game 3?
I've got the Pacers. I got the Pacers winning. They're at home. They're playing with their fans. I think Indiana will. They're gonna show up. They're gonna show up big time. I've got final score here. I've got probably 115 to like 99, something like that.
Whoa, you don't even got OKC getting 100. Well, if it goes by my predictions that I said about what 3 or 4 shows ago,
Yes.
I think Indiana's gonna run away with this game. I think they're gonna run away with this game. I think they're going to be there. I think it's gonna be a track meet. They're gonna try to get up and down the floor.
Yep. It's gonna be like
Um,
it's gonna be Pacer basketball.
yeah, it's gonna be Pacers. They're gonna get up and down the floor, and I think it's gonna be um, they're gonna get about 125 to about 102.
All right.
I think they're gonna put foots in them tonight.
All
So
right.
we all picked Indiana. That's the first time on a Be Ready Sports podcast that everybody has the same pick.
Yeah, I know, right?
Um, I'm gonna let the chat go in, and you guys in the chat put your predictions on the score and who do you think gonna win. Oh, we got one right here. Shout
Okay.
out to Ian. I'm not going to try to butcher your last name, so I'm not even going to try to pronounce it because I don't like butchering people's names. He
Let's
picks.
see.
He's picking OKC.
Okay. See.
So that's a fair pick. And what do you think the score is going to be? And then when you
Okay.
get a chance, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with everybody so everybody can see Cameron on screen.
That could be fair. Okay. See. My kind of, but yeah, and I think the Pacers are gonna show up. They're at home. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into hot topic number two
Yep.
while we're waiting on the scores, so we can
Yep.
run through these.
Yep.
Um, Pretty much.
Hold up. Hold up. 110, 103. OKC.
Man, don't be telling me to hold up.
Okay, but I'm just
Don't be telling me to hold up on my show, boy.
it's my show too.
Shoot, don't be telling me to hold up though.
Okay. Okay.
Well, rumors have it that it's a done deal. That KD is going to San Antonio, and Spurs are interested in this instead of Giannis because they don't have to give up that many assets, and they'll be able to keep their second pick. So it's a done deal according to rumors, and that it just haven't been announced, and it just hasn't been announced yet. So if that is the case, do you feel that it's a good fit? Carlos, you can go
Me?
first. Yeah.
Um, and I think San Antonio could be a playoff team with these four. I think Stephon Castle, who was Rookie of the Year. You got De'Aaron Fox, who was amazing in Sacramento. Now he's in San Antonio. You obviously got Wemby, who's a young phenom, obviously, and then you bring KD with that veteran experience. That combination could be really dangerous, and obviously we all know about the Wild Wild West. I think the Spurs, they could be up there in that Wild Wild West, along with the T Wolves, the Thunders, the Rockets. Could be up there and compete against that Wild Wild Western Conference.
Well, it depends on 100% on Wimby's health.
That's true.
And that condition sideline caused Chris Bosh to retire.
That's true.
So,
Yeah. The blood clot.
so Cameron, what do you think about this trade? What do you think about KD going to San Antonio?
They could be good. They could have a chance to make the playoffs. If Wemby is healed, then yeah, they could go to the playoffs. But without Wemby, they might be okay. But Wemby, yeah, they might go to the playoffs.
Yeah, they really need Wimby.
They do.
And this is part of the post as well. Um, Reported by Bill Simmons. Um, he says Kevin Durant to the Spurs might be already a done deal. I wouldn't be surprised if KD to the Spurs is done already and they just haven't announced it. Basically, they've agreed on specifics, just waiting to drop it during the draft week. Simmons also added that San Antonio might prefer KD over Giannis because it costs less and lets them stay competitive while keeping their number two pick. So, so imagine the splash that they will make, getting KD and then drafting another weapon at that number two pick.
That would be amazing for San
And
Antonio.
they will have a lot of options because we all know Cooper Flag's going number one.
Yes.
Um, you got Ace Bailey they can grab.
Yeah.
You got Derek Queen. They can get him another big, another post player
That's
to
true.
come in and spell Wimby when because his minutes are going to be restricted at the start of the season. You can expect that
Yeah.
they can get Derek Queen, or if they want to get another point guard to back up,
The
they
Aaron
can get
Fox.
Dylan Harper.
Yeah, Harper, that kid from Rutgers.
Yeah, that'll be a solid pick for them to come off the bench behind De'Aaron Fox. They got a lot of options that's gonna make them a scary team out there in the West.
They do. The Spurs right now, they have a lot of cards right now.
Yeah.
They have a lot of cards right now.
So shout out to the Texas teams, man. They're making moves.
Yeah, I know.
They're
Houston, Dallas, now San Antonio. Texas basketball's back.
yeah. I don't like it, but yeah. Texas basketball is back.
Yep.
So Cameron, I don't know how you've been following college basketball and the draft. I gave a few options that I think if they don't trade their number two pick, that they can grab. What do you think? Do you think they should trade that number two pick, or do you think they should just get a draft a high caliber player and just fill a need with that, and it'll cost them less?
I think they should draft another player.
Man, you was very intelligent, man. I like that, man. You should be a GM.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, that's. What do you agree? That you think? Do you think they should draft a key a key high caliber player at a bargain cost, or do you think they should trade and get another veteran alongside KD?
Wait, who, me?
Nah, Santa Claus.
Oh, I guess. Um, it kind of depends on the Spurs organization. Like if they want to go out for a veteran player, they can obviously, trade that pick to get it. But if they want to take, the conservative approach, get that number two pick, um, get somebody, just draft, and yeah, it kind of depends on what the Spurs do.
Okay, and you guys in the chat, go ahead and put your opinions on there. Do you think the Spurs should trade that number two pick, or draft a key player, and who do you think they should draft? I think that if they do make a draft, they should either get Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper, or Derek Queen. Those are the three picks that I believe that will help them right away.
Probably, yeah, think so.
All right, and we're gonna have one more, and then we're gonna getting to know you, Cameron. So now, the New York freaking Knicks making the news for all the wrong reasons right now.
Yeah,
Now, we talked about this yesterday.
yeah,
We talked about this yesterday. That this is the big three that the Knicks are trying to put together. And as of today, it doesn't look like that big three is going to happen because Dallas said undoubtedly
nope,
H to the hockey sticks. No,
nope.
they are not allowing Jason Kidd to interview with the New York Knicks. They were adamant about that.
Yeah, but
No,
firm rejection. Nope.
they they just said a firm rejection, a firm no.
Yeah,
Basically, it's telling them y'all need to go on somewhere about yourselves because no, we.
no, we're
But
keeping him.
what makes them think that they were going after playoff caliber teams head coaches that's under contract? What made them think that they were going to get Jason Kidd?
Well, uh, Leon Rose, he said himself like he wants to have a win now team. He wants to get probably a coach that has a championship pedigree, a championship experience. Obviously Jason Kidd has that, but obviously the Mavericks are going to say no, obviously, and that
They
happened.
already did. They
Yeah,
denied the request.
yeah, I know, and I know. So he's gone. So yeah, it's gonna be really hard for the Knicks to get somebody that's like a big time name out in the market, but like,
But
yeah,
there's two big names that are unemployed right now as far as coach
that's
that
true.
have playoff experience. You got
Yeah,
they could bring back Jeff Van Gundy, who
that's true.
took who took an undermanned Knicks team to the finals
That's
in
true.
'99.
Yeah, you got
Um,
Van Gundy.
and then you have Mike Malone.
Yeah, who's currently at ESPN right now, but if he wants to, he can get out of ESPN and obviously
Yeah,
coach the Knicks.
and coach the Knicks.
Yeah,
They just they fired Tom Thibodeau
they are not gonna bring him
or
back.
they
They
poor
fired.
Tom Thibodeau. They and You got Rick Brunson there. I think that'll be the biggest mistake in the world. See Daddy Ball in the NBA.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a huge mistake.
We've seen a father coaching his son before, Doc and Austin Rivers in with the Clippers, and you see how that turned out.
Yeah,
Austin Rivers demanded a trade out of there.
that's crazy.
That says a lot.
Yeah,
But there's championship caliber coaches there.
yeah,
For the
yeah.
take. Who was Milwaukee's? Who did the Milwaukee fire last year?
Mike. Oh wait,
Um,
who?
Budenhauser,
Yes,
was it
Mike Budenholzer.
Budenhauser?
Yes,
He's
Mike
available.
Budenholzer.
He's available. He won a
Yeah,
championship. He's a
yeah,
championship caliber coach.
yeah, yeah. Back
That's
in
available,
2021. Yeah, he's
and
up there.
he'll fit that. He'll fit the New York scene
Yeah,
because he's gritty. He's a no nonsense coach, and he thrives on defense.
yeah.
So those are three options. Right there. Um, this is for you, Cameron. May says hi.
Hi.
Yeah, so and I think another name like I think he's out in the market. He got fired by Sacramento. Mike Brown, he's out
Mike
there,
Brown.
but yeah,
Yeah,
he
but I
might.
don't think Mike Brown would turn the Knicks around though.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't
Taylor
think Mike Brown.
Taylor Jenkins,
Taylor
who
Jenkins, yeah, but he's not a proven champion.
yeah, that's true.
But he is out there. I mean,
But
there's a lot of head coaches out there, but
yeah,
they try to get
a
they
win
try to
now.
pluck these coaches from these playoff caliber teams.
Yeah, I know.
And it wasn't just Jason Kidd.
Yeah,
They were just trying to get I don't know why they thought they was gonna get Udoka from out of Houston.
yeah, no,
We all know
that
that
was
was
ridiculous. No, Ime Udoka like out of Houston, like Houston's growing something right now. Like,
yeah. The look on their face says it all. Like what are
like
they
oh
doing over there? And they're trying to get Bobby Finch out of Minnesota. That's
yeah,
not gonna
yeah, Chris Finch in Minnesota.
I
Like,
mean Chris I keep calling him Bobby Finch.
it's Chris Finch.
Both and look, he got his arms like the picture says it all. He got his hands crossed looking like bruh.
Yeah, I know. Like, why would Chris Finch leave Minnesota? Obviously, you got Ant trying to build that team in Minnesota. I don't even know why they went for Ime Udoka. He's building something in Houston. I think he can turn that Houston team
I
into
mean, but if
something.
you think about it, he fits the city of New York.
He does, but like he's grown
His,
something already in Houston.
yeah, like Houston's not gonna. They're not gonna do that. So I'm.
Really?
These were no hesitation. With Jason Kidd, they waited. They waited a while before they
Yeah.
announced that they denied. These were immediate.
Yeah.
These were like immediate
You're
denials.
like, no.
So that's like uh that's like an A. That's like one of these 3 SSB teams fire their coach for some odd reason and go up to Cameron's team and try to pluck him away from there. Say, hey, come coach our boys. I'm like, bro, we got some building over here.
I know, like what the like, bro, leave.
We'll take your players.
Yeah, the
We
players
can
are
we'll
don't
take
take
your
away.
players. We'll add depth to our squad with your player, but you can't have our coach.
I know that's crazy.
That's like that's what it sounds like that they're doing.
Yeah, yeah, and then well, basically the New York Knicks basically asked for this because they fired Thibodeau and they really expect to get another big name just right away.
Mm,
Like
Well, there's big names that aren't employed. They're trying to get. I don't know.
yeah, yeah, most definitely.
Before we get into Q&A, what do you think, Cameron? What do you think the Knicks should do? Do you think they should just chill and try to find a coach that's available and stop trying to pluck these coaches from these playoff teams, or do you think they should just continue to try to and hope someone is just stupid enough to let their coach go?
They they should just get a coach because these coaches are building stuff and they don't want to go to other teams if they already have something going.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
But
very true.
one thing that they could do, which would be unprecedented, they
What?
can make a blockbuster trade for one of these coaches if they want to.
Okay.
That's the only way I can think they can lure one of these top notch coaches out of where they're at.
Yeah, but and
They
I
have
think
to make
one.
a they have to make a blockbuster trade.
Yeah,
And we've seen it happen before. I think Doc Rivers was traded to the Clippers from the Celtics.
yeah, I think so. And I think didn't.
And he's not the only one. There were other coaches before that
Yeah,
were traded. So we've seen it happen before.
yeah.
But we have more, but we're gonna save those for another show. Um we're not trying to hijack Cameron's show by talking about hot topics, but we wanted to get you know we like doing this like to let the kids get in, voice their opinions on the wide world of sports, was going on right now. So and pick their brain, because so they have a voice too. So I want to hear because it's good to hear what they got to say. Right, Carlos?
Yeah.
Right, Cameron?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool, right?
Mhm.
Let's do about 15 more. No, I'm just kidding.
50 more. We
All
want
right, you ready for your Q&A?
Yeah.
You ready for the Q&A? So we're about to get into the Q&A, what everybody's been waiting on. So let's get it. Everybody came here to not hear me yap around with my mouth. They came to hear Cameron. So Carlos,
Yeah.
let's start the Q&A for my man Cameron,
All right.
AK Mr. AK,
All right. All right.
Mr. Lights
First.
Out,
All right.
Mr.
All right.
Drop Dimes all day long, every day, certified assist maker.
All right. All right, Cameron. First question: which side of the ball you like playing better, offense or defense?
I like defense.
Like defense?
Yeah.
Why defense?
Because I like to like get under people's skin and like make them frustrated.
Okay.
And
All right.
that's what Jewel said about you, man. That's why he said he told us you was the truth. Y'all was battling out there when y'all played him. So yeah, it came from the horse's mouth. So I know you get out there, and you probably put clamps on Carlos over here.
Okay. Trying to put me in every situation. All
Nah, I'm
right.
just kidding, man. Hey, man, you're the co-host, man. We gotta have fun on here.
No, I
But
know. Obviously.
but you see that name, the enforcer. He loves defense too.
Yeah.
I got
Uh,
that in common.
all right.
Stop
So
letting me interrupt you, Carlos, man. Finish your
okay.
Q&A, man.
Back to Q&A. All right. What inspired you to play basketball?
My dad.
Your dad? Okay. All right. So what position do you play and why? And why did you choose that position?
Hold on,
I,
Carlos, man. Hold on, Carlos. You're not just gonna just brush by that.
What?
It's Father's Day weekend coming up, man. He said his dad is a motivation.
Okay. Was dad's here
So
for peeping?
why is your dad? I know you said a lot about it in the beginning.
There he is.
There he is. Hey, where you going? Where you going?
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm
get
here.
back.
I'm
All right,
here.
get back. So how does that make you feel? Like you the motivation to get Cameron out there? He said at the beginning of the show that you coach middle school. You coach middle school, and he came to all of your games, and he decided he wanted to play. Then you started training him since day one, since he was little, and
Yeah.
you got him inspired. So we also want to give you a shout out for Father's Day. Happy early Father's Day
Thank you. Appreciate it.
to you.
Right.
And so tell us a little bit about the early days with Killer Crossover Cam over here.
Yeah. Well, it just started. When they're young, you just try to get them involved as much as possible and see what they kind of gravitate to, and then you take it from there, and then and work with them, and then try to mold them and make them the best at whatever they gravitate to. So I just gave him different sports: football, soccer, basketball. I know he's seen me play a lot of basketball coming up. I played football, high school, college, so it's just a lot of things. And I was inspired and worked hard, played hard. And I always said, if I had a son, if try to introduce him to some sports, get him involved, keep him out of the streets, keep him out of trouble, keep him busy. That's the main thing. That's the main thing you try to do. And if it becomes more than that, then that's just a blessing. So I just been working with him since he was like 2, 3, where he can first run and walk. And we put a ball in his hand and we started working on drills and cone drills and shooting drills, layup drills and strength stuff, conditioning, and just used to get him out there getting used to that basketball. And then it just blossom. You just had to be patient, because it doesn't happen overnight. So a lot of flaws had to get fixed and tweaked. But with patience, they're finally gonna listen to you and know that you know what you're talking about. So he finally started clicking into him, and he started taking off once he started actually listening to the advice.
Huh? That's how it is.
Yeah,
Eventually it'll start clicking.
yeah.
But your hard work paid off, man. You got them on the Adidas Circuit 3 SSB um squad. I don't know if you know, but we know another we know another person in that same organization on the 16U that looks like that guy to my right or my left on the screen. You got his brothers out there on the 16U.
Okay.
So shout out to you, um, and shout out to you, Cameron, for being receptive to the. I know you guys. It wasn't easy. I know you guys had your days where y'all were going at each other. Um, that's typical with father and sons when they're training.
Yeah, it happens sometimes.
And before I let you go, I just said I don't know why it is. You can tell them the same thing over and over and over again. It goes in one ear and out the other. But when the coach say the exact same thing, they like, yeah, my dad tell me that every day. I wish I had $1 for every time I heard that. And I was like,
We'd
well,
be,
I guess your dad know what he's talking about. Maybe you should listen.
we'd be rich. We'd be rich.
But I appreciate you. Thank you for all the hard work. You got to grab our attention, and he's here. So
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I can send a shout out to my wife too. Worked very hard. It's a team thing.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
all the work she put in. So I want to thank her too. Send a shout out to her.
That is true, man. That's my fault. I'm over here focused on Father's Day. Shout out,
Oh
shout out to moms too, man. Both
yes, yeah,
parents, man, work
yeah, yeah.
equally as hard for these athletes.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
No problem, man. No problem.
for sure.
All right, Carlos.
All
Next
right, so
question. Look, look he hyped now. He motivated.
okay, so
Look,
what?
look, look.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so what position do you play, and why that position?
I'm more like a shooting guard on MBJ
All right.
because my dad, he's a sharpshooter and he always beats me in shooting games.
Oh,
So I always wanted to beat him and be a shooter like him. And with my other team, I'm a point guard. I bring up the ball more. So yeah.
all right. Combo
Mhm.
guard. All right.
Hey.
What?
Keep shooting camera. One day you gonna get the old man.
Yeah, one day. Okay, so what are your strengths as a basketball player?
My strengths,
Yeah.
I'm I'm good at defense.
All right.
I'm I could shoot pretty well. I hustle and I could finish around the basket.
All right.
All three levels. That's what's up.
Yeah. All right. So, what is your favorite move on the basketball court?
Good question.
My favorite move. I have a lot, so I have to think.
A lot.
Mm, his bag is unlimited. That's what he's trying to tell you, Carlos.
Yeah, I know. He's got to pick his favorite one out of the bag.
Yeah, he said that bag never full.
I like spins, like spin moves.
Spins. Okay. It's a pretty good move. All right. So, who do you idolize your game to?
My dad.
I love it. I love that.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I know you love those. You love those answers.
Yeah, no, he thinking outside the box. I love it. I love that. All right. So, what is your favorite NBA team and why?
My I like OKC
All right.
because they're they have some good players like Shea and J Dub and Chet.
All right. Yeah. Good players. All right. So, who's your favorite player to watch?
I like to watch Donovan Mitchell
Hmm. Good
Donovan
pick.
Mitchell.
I
Yep.
gotta ask you why Don? Why the Don?
because he's a small, shifty guard and he can shoot and get to the basket.
Love it.
Do you know how long is his wingspan?
I
He's
was
six.
cl- I went to a game and I was like high fiving the players and he was there. It's like pretty long,
It's close to just like
like
7.
6 foot, 7.
No, it's closer to 7 foot. He's 6'3" with a dang near 7 foot wingspan. That is outrageous.
Wow. All right. So what do you do before a game?
What do I do before?
Like how you get ready for a game.
Yeah.
Oh, how I get ready?
Yeah.
So I start by stretching, and then I set goals for myself before the game and try to like reach those goals.
Mm, I
All
like
right.
that. I like that.
Yeah. Okay. So what are your long-term goals for basketball?
I want to play college, and I want to play in the league.
All right. I like it.
Mhm. So I'm not trying to interrupt you, Carlos. I just got to ask him. I think this would be a very good question for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, when you're in college and you get that first NIL deal, what is the first thing that you're going to do
Good
after
question.
after you sign that contract?
Good question.
Like with the money,
Yeah.
Yep, yep. What you gonna do?
For
Like
that first check.
when you get that first NIL check?
something from my parents probably.
I like that.
Yeah. I like it too. I love
Yeah,
it.
pay them back for all that. For all that, all those long days, long drives,
Yeah.
late nights when y'all eat dinner late.
Yep.
Um, Carlos know the grind. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, exactly. Not
Yo,
not on like expensive cars, expensive mansions. Nah, not all that.
not
Expensive jewelry. Nah,
nah,
gotta go to
just
the parents first.
pay them back, man. Pay them back for all them sacrifices they made to get you there. I love that answer.
Exactly. All right. So how do you stay focused during a game?
I tune out all distractions, like the crowd,
Mm.
and then I just stay locked in.
All right.
How you do that at such a young age, man? How?
I just ignore them.
He just does it. He just does it, Tony.
Man, that's crazy. Good crazy, not bad crazy.
Yeah. All right. So what's the best game you've played in?
Best game I've played in.
Man, Carlos cooking over here.
What do you mean?
Like, like when was like your best performance?
Oh, I have a few good ones to pull them out.
Hey, he has so many that he got to think about it.
Yeah, no, you got a lot.
He can't pick. He can't pick just one.
Yeah.
Probably when we went to Alabama and we played this prospect. I can't say that word.
Yeah. Prospect. Yeah.
Prospect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we played that team and they had like eighth graders on that team, and we like all competed and we didn't care if they were all taller than us. And then I was out there and I was defending them well because with tall players, you have to put like a small guard on them, like a pest. And then we ended up beating them.
Mm.
Well, I like it.
You, you're not the first one that came on here and be eighth graders. Man, you older kids need to step it up, man. These youngsters they built different, man. They coming for y'all.
Yeah.
They not playing no games.
Yeah. Yeah. Nowadays they're like built different. They're built different
No,
nowadays.
they ain't been they no they built different, man. They not for tough anymore. They I don't know how to explain it.
They're just
They're,
built different.
they different.
Yeah. Exactly.
They not scared of you. They not scared of y'all. They not scared of y'all big kids, man.
Yeah.
They used
All
to
right.
get they used to get intimidated. They come out there and see some 6 foot kids come on the court. They be like, oh man, how we playing them? How? Nah, not them, not these. They were like, oh yeah, bring it. Like you got to show me.
All
Go out
right.
there getting buckets on them.
All right, Cameron. So, how's it like playing for a 3SSB team?
It's good because we get to travel to different states and play basketball instead of just playing like local tournaments. We
I
get
love.
to play like different teams.
Yeah, like very highly competitive teams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, what is one advice that a coach gave you that stood out the most?
When things don't go your way, you have to find other things in the game that you can do to help your team to win.
Mm,
I
I
love that
like that.
advice. Yeah, I love it.
Y'all need to put that in the plaque on the wall in your house,
Yeah, I know, right?
so you can see
Very.
that every morning when you wake up.
Yeah. All right. So, if you had to meet any sports athlete, who would it be and why?
That's any sport.
Any
Yeah.
sport?
Yeah.
Basketball, football,
Okay.
soccer, all the above.
I would want to meet Kobe because he is a GOAT and he was the best in his time. And who else? That's probably it.
I love that answer. The great Mamba.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, most definitely. All right. So, besides basketball, what other sport would you like to try and why?
I play soccer and I used to play football, so and I used to play baseball, so I've tried most like all the sports, but if it was a sport I've never played before, it'd probably be track.
Track.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
All right. All right. So, what's your favorite hobby slash interest outside the basketball court?
I like to ride roller coasters
All right.
and I like to go fishing too.
And
Fishing.
that's a man. Those hobbies are the opposite of each other.
Yeah, roller coasters and
One
fish.
is like 100% thrill and drill. Wow, talk.
Adrenaline.
One is 100% thrill, adrenaline, the whole nine, and the other one is the opposite.
Yeah, the other one's just calm.
Calm,
Chill.
relieve stress, chill.
Yeah.
Just relax.
Yeah.
Like you go all in, man. You don't go. You're not in the middle. You go all in.
Yeah.
He's like he's like I'm going all in, and I want to have fun. I'm going all in. Thrill seeking, and I want to relax. Man, I'm relaxed. I'm going all in. I'm relaxing. Y'all leave me alone. Don't call
Yeah.
my phone. Don't hit my Instagram.
Yep.
Don't don't send me no videos. No nothing.
Yep. Yeah, do not disturb. Put on do not disturb.
He putting himself on airplane mode. He's like, y'all leave me
Oh,
alone.
airplane mode, that too. That too. All right, so what's your training slash practice schedule like during the week?
School year, like during the school year, I train after school with a trainer from like on Mondays and Wednesdays. And then I have practice on Wednesday and Tuesday and Wednesday. But during the summer, I'm in this academy where it starts at 7 and ends at 10 from it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then Mondays, I train with the same trainer and my dad. And Thursdays, after I also train with my dad. And it's like for like this academy is like 5 more weeks.
All right.
Okay.
You gotta stay active. You know.
Summertime is for development, man. It's
Yeah. Okay, so that's it for my Q&A. So that's it for the Q&A.
Carlos, I think you've earned this today, man.
Let me
Those were
get
some
let me
fire
get
questions.
let me
You
get
have my
sound
man over
effect.
here thinking. So I think you get the air horn.
Thank you. Yeah, there you go. The first time we play that.
I think you earned that one today. Don't you think, Cameron? Do you think he earned that? Yeah. Had my man sweating. Look at his forehead. It's glistening. Had my man sweating over here. No. But right now, we're about to get into everyone's favorite part of this show.
Show and
The
tell.
show and tell. Show and tell. Show and tell. Show and tell. But before we get into show and tell, I got something I want to show you, Cameron. Since you never watched the show before, you're gonna see this for the first time. And I legit want to get your reaction to it. Okay?
Okay.
Carlos has seen this 100 times, so he already knows about that
Oh,
happen.
it's the 6 second clip, right?
Hey, chill.
Okay, but I'm telling the seconds.
Yes,
How,
yeah, the clip is 6 seconds. He's trying to give it away. You ready?
no,
All right, bet. Let's get
Wait.
it. Yeah. Kobe's his motivation. He didn't he no reaction.
you really did that.
No reaction. He just like no reaction at all. There's, you don't give me nothing. Nothing.
That was impressive.
Job's not finished.
Job's not finished.
Job, job finished. That's the vibe he giving me right now.
Yeah.
Job finished. He was just like, yeah, that's impressive. Like, so what? Have you done that before in the game?
Not in game, no.
But you have done it before. Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably why he's like, it's whatever.
Yeah. But
He's like,
doing
nah,
it
if you
in
he said
game,
he's like, if you'd have dunked it, then it'd have been impressive.
yeah, yeah, probably would have been 10 times more impressive. Doing it in game is different. Doing it from like from doing it like training wise. Like in game is like all the nerves and stuff. Like if you mess up, it's like hell. If you mess up,
Language.
how that language?
You got
but,
innocent ears on the show, man. Come on now.
but if you mess up, it's bad. It's really bad. You get subbed out and
I apologize. He's almost an
horrible.
adult and he's trying to take advantage of talking like that. See what happens when you're almost an adult. You're not an adult yet, so chill. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
You got one more year to go.
Yeah. Yeah. One more year and then I'm out.
Trying to go to Syracuse on me. I'm gonna throw some lemons at you.
All right.
Going on to Syracuse. Yeah, he trying to leave me, Cameron. He's trying to go to Syracuse.
What was not confirmed, obviously.
He's trying to go to he's trying to go to Syracuse. Like, what's wrong with him?
It's up there.
He can't go that far. Tell him he can't go that far. Thank you. See, Cameron got my back.
Yeah, but
I want to give a shout out to Florida representing on the podcast. We got
yes, I
another
know.
one here
Yes.
with Cameron. Florida representing. I'm guessing it's all the best athletes in Florida because them the only ones that's coming on this, that we getting on the show. The elite ones. All right,
Yeah.
let's get into our show and tell. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you some photos here. Basically, the name show, and then you tell us what
Some
what
context.
event you was at, and tell us the story behind it. All right.
Okay.
So let's start with the picture that we have on the thumbnail of this video. We got you here at the free throw line about to lace it.
That was in Alabama
Yep.
at a 3SSB circuit.
All right.
Oh yeah. And so tell us a little bit more about this game. How did it go down?
That
Obviously
was
you got fouled, so we know you're
that
at the
was that was the game against that big eighth grade team I was talking about.
Prospect
oh
team.
I
Yeah.
was I ripped baseline and then I got a floater and then they like fouled me and I made it. So it was
oh you
and
got it.
one.
Okay, and one. Let me all right. Let me hear your and one cry. Let's hear your and one cry.
I don't.
Come on, man. Don't be shy. Like and one. Come on.
And one.
There it is. There it is. There it is. All right. And this was the game that we were talking about earlier. And you
Oh
played
yeah.
against Joel's team.
Jewels. Yeah.
So you getting a floater over here over. I forgot this kid's name. He told us who
It's
this his name.
Mace. Mace. It's like Mace or something.
Yeah, he told us this kid's name. But you hit a floater over him. So tell us a little bit about this photo and this game. Well, you already told us the result.
Yeah. It
But
was at an ESC tournament and it was a fast break and my teammate was dribbling the ball up the court and I was like right behind him. He passed it off to me and I just floated it up.
yeah, and it looks like it's about to be a and one.
Yeah.
Boy, about the you got it over him too. So in a few years, you gonna that's gonna be a dunk, right? Chest to chest. Wow.
Yeah.
You know that's the best dunks in the world, chest to chest.
Yeah.
It's boom, just just then just take a picture.
Yeah. Poster.
And there's another 3SSB tournament. I can't tell who you're playing here,
It's in
but
Tennessee.
my man is look serious right here.
I
He
look
about to
goofy.
huh?
I look goofy.
Man, stop that. You talking about he looks goofy. You look like you cooking right now. You cooking right now with hot grease and the whole nine.
That was at the same tournament from the last picture.
Oh, okay. And how did this game turn out?
We lost by
Yeah,
like I want to say six semifinals.
in the semifinals. Okay.
Hmm.
But you was cooking in this game, right? How bad did you cook?
Burnt.
And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I had to call the fire department.
Hmm.
It was cooking so bad. All right. Ooh, I know this matchup was good. Look. I think it's he I almost said the bad. I almost said it bad.
Ah. Now watch yourself.
I almost
Stare
slipped.
down right here.
I
Stare
almost there.
down.
But he's sitting down. He's sitting down, getting low. Um, I don't know if he did one of these where you roll up your shorts,
Oh.
but it looking like he's trying to lock you up right here. Y'all staring at face to face right now, mano y mano, man to man. So what happened here, man? What happened here?
This was like a while ago. I think it was last season, and it was a close game. It was like back to back, like point after point, but we ended up winning by one.
Okay, now, who won this matchup right here?
Me
How bad did you cook him?
bad.
Hmm.
Did he fall? You had him going one way and you went the other. Was he reaching for air? He caught some air pudding.
Yeah,
Um, guess guess who's in the chat? Carlos.
Bam
Uh
Bam and JJ.
Yep.
oh
They
wait.
in, they here. They
Millennials.
getting ready. They I don't know if they down here yet, but they should be. If they are, we gotta link up before y'all play this weekend. But the Melendez brothers, thank you for your support. You know, ever since they've been on this show, man, they haven't missed an episode. So shout out to them. And we need to get a front side view, Bam Bam, of your new haircut.
New haircut.
Yeah. Oh,
We will be there
we will
tomorrow.
be. We gotta link up. We gotta link up. We gotta link up. All right. Oh, my fault. I got distracted. Cameron, keep me focused, please.
Back to show and tell.
Yeah, I be getting distracted. And so this was on the ad of the show right here. Looks like you're on the fast break. Look like you about to tomahawk it. So
Not yet.
so what's good? Man, quit, don't do my man like that.
Yep.
Don't do my man like that, man. Don't. I'll mute your mic. Don't do my man like that.
Probably like in a few years, yeah, it's gonna be a tomahawk poster.
I told you don't do my man like that.
Okay, but I'm just being honest.
I told you don't do my man. That's a tomahawk. He about to boom that. Yeah, yeah. Bam bam. We gotta see. Tell him, Cam. Yeah, you listen to him. Listen to Bam Bam and JJ. Tell
What?
him, Cam. You boom that.
I'll dunk on you.
Ooh,
Okay.
you heard
Okay.
him. You heard him.
Okay. I
Don't
okay.
windmill on you. You be
Windmill.
said you be man.
But windmill or tomahawk.
A
Both.
windmill.
Okay.
Carlos, man, we talked about this, man. Don't these kids is different, man. They ain't scared of you. They don't care that you a senior. They gonna
Yeah, I
come at
know.
you.
Yeah, I
They gonna
know.
come at you. Don't set yourself up, man.
Okay.
Even though I know you play one heck of a defense, but these guys see heck of defense all the time. No, we're not setting up a 1v1 with Carlos,
No, we're
Bam
not.
Bam and JJ. Y'all out there, y'all don't try to come for my boy Head over here, man. I know y'all love competition.
My gosh.
Uh, hey, that's what happens when you're around a crowd that you know that don't run from smoke, man.
And I love it.
They want the smoke.
Well,
But all right, but tell us about this picture.
Um, I forgot what tournament it was, but we were playing. There was this team playing up. It was a 2030 team, and they were scrappy. They were good.
Okay. Okay.
They had shooters, like shooters.
all
Mm,
right.
yeah.
We beat them by like 10 points.
Okay. That's what's up. Sometimes when you play in a team of shooters, they do not play defense. They do not play defense. You can cook them, but you got to be disciplined though. You can't lose focus because if you lose focus, they'll hit two or three threes on you in a row, and then next thing you know, you down 10, 11
Yeah.
real quick.
Yep.
You got to stay focused when you're playing a team of shooters.
Yep.
And this is for you, Cam. Shout out to Nisha Porter.
That's my cousin. We are cousins.
Hi.
It's your cousin. Don't forget to subscribe.
Thank you.
Oh, let me not take it down yet. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. And like Carlos say, hit that bell icon.
Thank you.
All right, so let's get into the next one. Bam!
All right.
Before you talk about this picture, nah, I'll save that for later. Go ahead.
I'm
What's
trying to
going?
remember what team we were playing, but I forgot.
Got okay.
It's all good. But look
I
like you.
remember we were running a play though.
Yeah, you're getting set up right here.
Yeah,
Yeah. Was this last year or this year?
it was last year.
Last year, right?
Okay. So my man was cooking. So getting back to your best moment as a player, you have something else you want to show everybody. But before you bring it out, give us a little backstory to what you're about to show us. Like how did you get it? How did you win it?
The
And the
trophy.
event and everything. You just gave it away, man.
Mhm.
You're not supposed to give it away.
So it was my first tournament back from when I broke my knee, and I remember in the championship game we were playing a team old. I think that some of them were older, but this wasn't on NBJ. It was a team a while back at a TNBA tournament, and then we beat them in the championship, and then we got the trophy, and I got to keep it because it was my first tournament back.
That's what's up. Oh, go ahead,
Wow.
show,
Yeah, show
show,
it. Show it.
show,
Show it.
show, show.
Ooh.
Woo! That thing is huge.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the NBA Finals trophy.
Jeez, that thing is heavy too. How heavy is it?
5 pounds,
That thing
I would
looks.
say.
Man, what does it say? Tell us what it says on the front.
TNBA South Events Division One champions.
Division One.
Oh,
All
Okay.
right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Congratulations, man, on that beautiful trophy.
thank you.
And we're glad to see you back from your knee injury, man. Um, it didn't slow you down because you cooking with gasoline, and charcoal right now. So we're not done with show and tell yet, are we, Carlos?
No, not yet. We're just getting started. At least,
Well, we at halftime right now.
yes, this is halftime.
we about to bring it home right now. Then now we in the the other portion of the show and tell that everybody loves. We was telling everybody how great you are. Now they about to see for themselves.
Yep, we're about to show it.
We about to show. You ready? This first one is about 5 seconds long. So we're gonna show it. Then you tell us the story. All right.
Okay.
Oh,
While the brightness was,
it was
Oh,
it was supposed
that
to be.
game was bright.
yeah,
Yeah, it was.
So we were playing this. They're a pretty tough team. Like they're pretty good. And so we were short. This was back when we were short players. So we only had like 5 or 6. And then I think we were losing. And then I think we came back, but then we lost at the end.
At least y'all fought back. Those games when you short players, that's when the real grit comes out.
yeah,
Because yeah,
the real
especially if you have a
consistency.
full team, man. When you start getting fatigued and everything, playing those heavy minutes, especially on tournaments when you get back to back games and stuff like that, it can get tough.
Yeah, I
You know,
can.
but the fact that y'all fought back says a lot about y'all. So shout out to you and your squad, your squad. All right. Now let's get into the next one. This one's about 10 seconds long.
All right.
And okay, let's not talk with let's not start talking with funny accents now.
All right. 10 seconds long. Let's go.
Don't rush me, Carlos.
Very nice shot.
A lot was going on there.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot was
There's
going
a lot
on.
was going on there. Let's give us give us a story. Story time.
So that tournament was in Atlanta. It was our second 3SSB tournament, and they had like 2 6-footers, and then we ended up blowing them out.
Mm, mm. When it's up with you 6-footers, man, y'all can't cope. That's what's up. Well, let's get into the next one. It's also 10 seconds long. And I hope you have a great story like that last one, man. I want to see you blowing out these 6-footers. Let's get it.
Ah, look at that. Wait, hold on.
Lock up,
That is a
lock up,
that is a master.
lock up, lock up. My team,
Right
my
there.
team like to they like to do that from the bench when
Yeah,
when we're on defense. And
obviously energy from the bench is
man,
important.
they're like lock up, and boy, they just like turnover. Pshoo. My bad, my bad, my bad. I got hype, man. That brought back some memories. That brought me back some memories, man. Seeing you getting low, getting in it, forced that turnover.
Yeah, no, that was
I love
masterclass
it.
right there.
I
That was
love it.
masterclass.
I
Yeah,
gotta see that again. I gotta
yes,
see that
please.
again, man. You know, it's a good clip if I play it more than once. That might be end up in the intro of the show.
There we go.
And off a screen too.
Yeah, I know. Get over the screen. That is something tough. When getting over the screen, that is something really tough. That was a masterclass. I love it.
Yeah,
So
that's gonna end up in the intro.
that tournament was in Alabama as well. It
All
was the quarterfinals. It was our first game that morning at like 8, and because we lost the game before, we had to win that game by like 36 points to go to the gold bracket. So we beat them by like 38, I think. And then we went to the semifinals, but we lost in the semifinals.
Man, y'all put all that energy trying to blow them out to get into the gold bracket.
right.
We lost by 1.
Ooh,
Ooh,
those are
1 point.
tough. Yeah.
Yeah,
Next time, call Tyrese. No, I'm just kidding.
Tyrese Halliburton.
They got Halliburton on their squad right there on our screen. Man, but I had to write that down because yeah, that video has earned a trip to be in the show intro. So shout out to you, Cameron. You're about to get a video in the intro. We gonna have to cut down Carlos's training video at the beginning and throw yours in there.
Ah,
You told me to remove it anyway.
no, I didn't.
Okay, well you forget what you said. All right.
Awesome podcast, Cameron. Okay.
Yeah, well, Cameron loves you too,
Bye.
and thank you for coming. Thank you for the nice comment. Thank you for the nice comment. We greatly appreciate it. But yeah, we're gonna put that in the intro, Cam. I had to put a note to myself which video. All right, let's get into the next one. I worry, I ain't gonna cut your video, Carlos. Jeez. Oh, you can talk through this one.
Nice shot. Very nice shot. That was a very nice shot.
That was the same game
Okay.
The one that you
as
got
the
blew up.
last video.
Oh, the 38.1 win.
Yeah,
Okay, a nice shot though, like he said.
thanks.
Yeah.
And shout out to your teammate for taking the dribble penetration, drew the defense in to kick it out to you wide open. Man, that's good basketball IQ right there. Oh, I forgot to tell you, you can give as many shout outs as you want. Okay, so let's get into the next one. Man, y'all better stop playing with him, man. Stop leaving him. Stop playing with him. Tell him,
So
Cam.
that was the same tournament in Alabama, and that was the semifinal game that we had lost by one.
Man, but I love that shot right there, right from the corner. My favorite spot on the court, corner three.
Yeah,
I actually run a play in my offense for that shot because it's always open. They never guard the corners.
I never.
They never guard the corners.
Wow.
When they're in the 2-3 zone, yeah, I'm killing them in the corners. They never guard the corners.
Wow.
But tell them, Cameron, stop playing with you. Man, y'all better stop playing with my man. Oh, y'all get me mad. Stop playing with him. All right,
Big body. Look at that.
flex on him. Flex on him.
Yeah, I know.
Flex on him.
That was big body right there. Okay.
Yeah, flex on him. Like,
Yeah, that
man,
was big
say,
body. I
don't,
love that. Like,
don't care that you 2 feet taller than you.
I know 2 feet finish. That's amazing.
He was like, "Pow."
Yeah, no, he went into his body too, and a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people like to get in the body and go away. He went into. Very
but you
impressive.
know, but you know the props I want to give
What?
to you. I want to give props to your dad for, no matter how many times you was out there crying, he still made you do those push-ups and those crunches and them sand workouts and all that. When I know y'all done had y'all arguments on those days, but because of those days is why you was able to finish through that contact and not cry. You just looked at him like, who you think you playing with? You know who I am? Yeah. Sorry, Carlos. I be getting hyped when I'm seeing these. They
It's
be
all
getting me
right.
hyped, man. I love this. Is my game right here, man. I be
It's all
seeing that
right.
again. I be getting. Oh, somebody gonna tell me to chill. Oh,
Good.
I thought somebody was texting, talking about, hey, Coach T, chill. Neat. Now you can go ahead and read that, Cam. That's for you. Well, he
Thanks.
read, he read it in silence. But shout out
Yep.
to you, Nisha. Thank you for supporting him. That's what's up. All right, we got a few more. We're on. This one is really quick. It's about 4 seconds long.
So pay attention.
So
Don't blink. Inside hand finish.
Oh, I remember that game. It was the championship game. I forgot what tournament it was though. But that was with my other team, and we beat that team by like 30 something, and then we won. So yeah.
and I like that inside hand finish on those trees.
Yeah. Like, two
so
defenders. He got it over. Two defenders.
so what gave you the confidence, man, to finish inside against those big guys? Like that takes a lot of confidence in to do that.
I
Like
mean,
you didn't pump fake. You didn't. You just went in there with power.
if you get blocked, you get blocked. That's the worst that can happen. So just let it fly.
Man, everybody, man, I love your attitude, man. But that's the truth.
Yeah.
That's the truth, man. Everybody's scared to get their shot blocked. So what?
Hmm.
Who knows? You might get to the free throw line,
Exactly.
but they will know that you're not scared to go in there. Yeah.
Exactly. From that clip.
All right, let's get into the next one. We got two more. This one's 4 seconds. Click the wrong button. These dang on alerts and to get off my screen. All right, here we go. Uh, uh,
Oh my
you got Carlos over there speaking in tongues.
thing. Hey,
So that was
yeah.
that one game when that one kid was sitting like low and we were looking at each other straight in the face.
Yeah.
It was that same game. And yeah, same game and we won.
And he was like, I like that. You ready for the last one?
Yeah.
Last but not least, I will, no, Dad should have sent 10 more because I'm loving your videos. Well, here we
Thanks.
go. Let's get into this one.
Nice move.
That was a
Damn.
on the radar tournament and that team used to always beat us. Like we were always like short and like lose by like 2 or 1.
Hmm.
And yeah, we lost that game. But that game we lost by like 20. But that was just my old team.
Yeah, because I was like that. That was an older clip right there. But they didn't stop the ball though. You went right down there and down the seams, went downhill, went through those trees, and laid it right up like it was nothing, like he was at basketball practice. So Cameron, man, I gotta say, man, I am not I'm not easy man to impress. Carlos can tell you that.
Yeah.
I am not easy to impress, and I'm impressed, man. You tough. You that
Thanks.
dude. You certified. So I gotta certify you. So I gotta certify you with a Be Ready Sports nickname. If I give you a nickname, you certified. So what should we call? So what should we call Cameron? What should I call him? Gotta certify him.
I don't know.
Well, I can't call him that.
I, I really don't know.
I definitely can't call him that.
And I guess probably we could think about it in the backstage, probably in the green room.
Oh, they
The
gotta
green
know.
room.
They gotta know live, man. Live and in color.
Okay, well, I don't think I can come up with the one like in the top of my head.
You
But
suck. You suck. I'm about to give you some Kurt Angle chants. You suck.
Kurt Angle.
You suck. No, I'm just kidding. Only I control Carlos like that. Nobody else can. He knows I don't mean it.
No, I know.
Um. All right, I'm gonna help you help me out. I'm gonna put certified, and you can fill in the blank, and that'll be your new nickname from the Be Ready Sports podcast. All right, Cameron. All right, so you're certified.
Killer.
Oh,
There we
I
go.
like that one.
There we
Certified killer.
there we go.
All right, let me put that note so I can put it on his T-shirt. Killa. That's your nickname, certified killer. So, Carlos,
Yeah.
um, we did the Q&A. We learned a lot about Cameron. You know, we did the show and tell. We get to see him. We got to see him. You know what he got on the court. Man, he's legit on defense. He's not scared to get in down, mix it up with the big boys, and he's gonna tomahawk on you.
Hmm.
All the stuff that we learned on this show. What's left? What's left there? What's left? What is left to do?
Probably he can talk to his audience.
You want to talk to your audience? You want to talk to your audience, Cameron?
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. He guess. He not for sure. He guess. All right. This is what we're gonna do. Okay. We're gonna take two. There's a link in the chat, pinned at the top. click that, and you can come on the show, and you can talk to Cam. All right. So click the link, come on here, and you can talk to Cam. You can tell him what you think about the clips, the show and tell, from the questions, from the Q&A, or you can ask him a question, or you can just tell him um, how much of a certified killer he is on the basketball court. All right, we'll give you about we'll give you about 60 seconds to click that link. While we're doing that, Cameron, there's two questions that I ask every athlete on here, and everybody has a number that they choose, and everybody has a story behind the number that they pick for the. So what's the story behind your
My number is 6. I remember I chose it when I was younger because I liked LeBron when I was younger.
Okay.
And then, but really, I wore it because Bill Russell.
Mm,
All
And
right.
then LeBron started wearing 6, so I wore 6 too.
okay. I Bruce will love that Bill Russell that Bill Russell shout out.
Bill
Uh,
Russell.
yeah, but shout out to Bruce. He's doing game 3 he's doing a game 3 show.
Oh,
So
really?
we're gonna yeah, we ain't gonna be on there too much longer because so we can get into game 3 of the finals. But we got somebody in the back, Cameron, that's ready to come on here and talk to you. So please have your questions ready or your comments ready for Cam. And whenever Cam's ready, we can bring you on. You ready to see who it is?
Yeah.
Y'all got the same last name, so I think y'all related. Y'all look alike too. Yeah, he a certified killer too. He probably taught you everything you know about basketball.
All right, bring him
You
in.
ready? Chill, Carlos. I gotta
I
build the suspense, man. Come on,
Okay, bring him in.
man. You got a lot to learn about running a show, man. It can't be boring, man.
No, I know, obviously.
All right, you ready, Cam?
Yeah.
All right. Certified Cameron is ready. Cam, how you doing, Larry? Welcome to the Be Ready Sports Podcast.
I'm doing fine.
Hi.
Can you do us a favor? Can you mute the show in the background?
Thank you. Thank you.
Can you mute the show in the background? You can't hear him. Mute the show.
Hello.
Hi, Cameron. I got a question for you.
Mute
Hold
the
on.
show in the background.
Can you see me?
Mute the show in the
You have to
background.
mute the show. It's echoing.
Me?
You gotta mute the show. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, now we can hear you.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Oh, great. Okay. So, Cameron, my name is Larry Kelly. I'm the grandfather, the father of his father, Larry Leon Kelly.
I knew you guys were related. You guys look. I was like, y'all look so much alike.
So I just want.
Before
I want to give a.
question. Before you ask your question, Larry, I'm not trying to cut you off.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Cameron. Also, ask him about what is his highest score so far in this league.
26.
26. That's awesome. That's awesome. So I've been watching a lot of your games, Cameron. I know that you play well defense, and I'm really proud of that. You really stick with those kids out there, and you're focused. And I like the way you carry yourself and you carry the ball. I've got plenty of pictures of you. Can go forever on that. But I just want you to know that the grandparents all over is really proud of you and what you're doing, and proud that your mother is really sticking out with you as well as your father, and they're doing such a great job with you. I know you don't have a lot of family time, but we're here with you. We're here for you, and wherever you go, we'll try our best to be there to support you.
Thank you.
And I want to definitely thank your mom for the awesome videos that she sent us when we don't get a chance to travel to see you. So she's really a big supporter of the family and making sure everybody get a chance to see Cameron's performance. And we thank you very much. We're proud.
Thank you.
That's amazing. Before you go, Mr. Kelly, in tribute of Father's Day, we're giving. We want to say Happy Early Father's Day. Um, for Father's Day weekend coming up, and we thank you for coming on and those kind words that you gave to Cameron.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. Respect. Did you ever serve? Did you serve in the military?
No,
Oh, I was about.
I was an ex-football player. I played for the University of Tennessee in Knoxville, and
Oh,
I used to grind his father. I'm the one that, when I had him on the basketball court, I used to I did everything I can to grind him. So when he gets bigger, at least I got my share in.
yes, sir. Passed it, and he passed it on.
Yes, he did.
Shout out to you guys, man.
All right.
You
Thank you very much.
third generation baller. Shout out to you. Thank you for coming on.
You appreciate it. You're welcome.
All right.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
That's awesome.
Good night.
That's awesome.
Good night.
That is awesome. Go ahead and hit the red X, Larry.
There we go.
That was an amazing call, man.
That was.
From your grandfather, man. About to have me over here teary eyed.
Hmm.
Man, we love it when the fam call in, man. Grandparents, man, y'all something else. Y'all bring the show to another level, man. We love y'all. We love it when the grandparents call in, man. They are very passionate, and you can hear the love in their voice when they come on here and call in. You can hear it.
Yeah.
All right, let's take one more. And while we're waiting on the next caller, Cam, my next question that I ask all hoopers: how is your shoe game? Yep, that's all I need. That's all I need to know. That reaction shows.
I have a lot of shoes.
Yeah, that reaction told me. That reaction told me. All right, what is, besides the slides? You got to have the slides in the bag. But what are your go-to shoes that you got to bring to your tournaments? Your top three.
Probably my baby blue hardened nines, my 3SSB AEs, and I don't get to wear these as much, but my Kobe X-rays.
Kobe X-rays.
That's a popular shoe on the show, man. Almost everybody got those Kobe X-rays. That's what's up. All right, we'll take one more. We have time for one more. Maybe another one after that, depending how long. Depending, it just depends on the time.
Yeah, it depends.
I keep a time limit on you guys. That's under 18.
An unwritten rule. Like if you're under 18, we cannot go over 2 hours.
So we'll take. So let's get another caller in. Cam is ready. Nobody likes to call after the grandparents call. Nobody likes to call in. It's hard. It's hard to follow that. It's hard to follow that. Like I said, you hear the passion in their voice. Now, come on, y'all. Oh, here's a comment for you from Coach, for Coach Barrett.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Please make sure you have the show muted when I bring you on. So this person, I can see the love in her face. She got a beautiful smile. Oh my goodness, she gonna light up this show when she come on. I'm not gonna keep her waiting. Let's bring her on with that nice smile. There you go. Brighten up the stage.
Hi, Cameron. Hi,
Hi, Daddy.
guys.
Hello, Mrs. Kelly. How you doing?
I'm fine. Oh my God. I just want to say, I still want to give a shout out to his parents. His mom does awesome Instagram videos and she's put in a lot of work, they both have, but I know she has. And Cameron, keep up the good work. I'm proud of you. You're a great young man. You're gonna go a long way. And just know, always here for you.
Thank you.
Those family bonds will take you far.
Yes. Yes,
Nobody,
yes.
nobody's gonna love you more than family.
Yeah. Sorry for the bonnet. I just got off from work.
You're fine.
It's
You
okay.
you
It's okay.
you are fine. I say that smile that you brought in, I couldn't keep you backstage too long. That smile brightened up my day. Brighten up
Thank
the
you.
stage.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, guys. Hey, I'm getting off. I gotta go rest up.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for taking the time to tune into the show and showing some love to Cameron on here.
All right. Love you.
Love you too.
All right.
Man, I don't think nobody else gonna call in. You can't
No,
you
no,
can't
no.
top
We're good
those.
on that note. Yeah. Nothing. We're good on that note.
No, but no, I don't think nobody's gonna top those two. And
Yeah,
nobody.
yeah. We're good.
All right, Cam, do you have any last shout outs you want to give out?
Mm, to my teammates and coaches, Vontae, Mason, Quan, Jace, Javian, Savion, and JMO.
Man, you gave the
And
whole.
Coach Aubrey, Coach Torres, Coach Ryan, and Coach D.
Mm,
Wow.
he said it all. I can't
Yeah, I
follow
know.
that up.
Yeah, we're good.
Shout out to the squad
Yeah.
and you guys. Last but not least, tomorrow we'll have a new somebody else we have to support for their fundraiser. But one more time from my man Jace. Jeez Louise, thank you, Carlos.
You're welcome. Got you. I
I
got
was
you.
way at the bottom. Thanks for having my back, man.
I got you.
Um, there's only one more week, well, a few more weeks left of this fundraiser. It's for their big. They got a big tournament coming up in July. So this from my man Jace. If you want to know who Jace is, he's been go to episode 2. You'll see Jace Valdez. He's only a fourth grader, and he's like Cameron, loves defense, and he's tough. So help support him to get where he needs to go down in Vegas. So with this, it's a Field My Ball basketball fundraiser. Some of y'all might be familiar with this. You pick a ball and you just Cash App or Venmo to Jace at $AGV 8523, and I will leave that on there for a few more moments so you guys could help them out. So, but while we got that out, Cameron, man, this has been a show. This has been a show, man. You prove to the world that you got that dog in you, that you're a certified killer, that you Rain Man can't leave you open. You can't get around you either. You give them no slack on that basketball court, man. They don't get no time to rest. You're gonna score a bucket on them, then you're gonna get right in their jersey and take the ball back from them. Force turnovers. Coaches love you. Opposing coaches fear you. You are who you say you are. I gotta give you your props.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. I gotta give you your props and your respect, man. You earned it. Carlos,
Yeah.
any final thoughts to give the Cameron? Any final advice? Um, you know, he's a big brother, so he's like a big brother to you guys.
Yeah.
He always give you guys big brother advice before you go.
Uh, Just keep working. Just keep working, Cameron, because and I think you're right now. You're what, sixth grade, right? Sixth grade. Yeah. So, uh, when you get to high school, that's when things are gonna, obviously ramp up. The trainings, the practices. That's when you guys are gonna start weight training. You know what I mean? Things are gonna start to ramp up in high school. So enjoy it now. Enjoy the times now. Once it gets to high school, things are gonna get a lot more serious. And
Okay.
obviously, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and yeah.
And tell them where they can find you, Cameron, on social media.
On Instagram,
Okay.
At
Very good.
under my name.
That's big MA_NKAM. To give y'all, if y'all can't understand what he's saying, that's Big Man Cam. Don't get it
yeah.
twisted. Big Man Cam. All right, Cam. This man, we can talk to you all night, man, but I know we can't.
Nope.
I have unwritten rules. So when we getting close to it, so I gotta let you go. But when we log off, stays, don't go anywhere. We gotta stay for the wrap up.
Yep.
All right. So
Okay.
Carlos, you ready to count us out?
Yeah. Let's go.
All right.
All right.
Count.
3, 2, 1.
To be ready,
Stay ready.
and we out, y'all.
And we out.
Peace.